Hey everybody, what is going on? Xlex here, got another Master Duel video for you, and it is Monday, which of course means it is once again time for one of our weekly viewer specials. If you're new to the series, new to the channel, or just haven't seen these particular videos before, then every week on Mondays, I like to show off games from you all, the viewers. That way we can see what kind of cool decks you're building and the awesome games that you're having with them. And as always as ever, I really do gotta stop and give you all, the viewers, a huge thanks, not just for helping me keep this series in particular going. Of course, we couldn't do the viewer special without you all submitting games, but just for like sticking around with me on this journey. I don't know. The Tri Brigade video got me really reflective as I was talking about, you know, starting off MD in the channel, and it really just got me thinking, and I really do just got to appreciate, just stop and appreciate each and every one of you who's watching, who's been supporting, regardless of if you've been supporting like for the whole, what, over 2.5 years now I've been doing this, or if you just subscribed today. You know, either way, like I really do appreciate each and every bit of support. Making YouTube videos is something that I've always enjoyed doing. It's something that I've always loved doing, and it's something that in the past I wasn't really used to doing and getting any amount of attention. But the attention part was never really what was important to me. It's always just like, you know, having fun, you know, interacting with you all and doing the stuff. So thank you all. But now that we got that out of the way, all that cheesiness there. The viewer special, yeah, for those of you who don't know, like I said, we do this every single Monday, and if you want to get in on this and submit your game, then you're going to want to head down to the description below, where you'll find a link to our Discord server, the HexLexPlex. Under the Master Duel section, we have a channel there called Viewer Special Submissions. Main bit of info you're going to want to leave there is your 9-digit player ID. That will let me see your publicly saved replays. Please do make sure that you're checking to make sure you've entered your ID correctly, and that your replays are publicly saved, as those are the two most common things that stop me from being able to see people's replays. But I do watch almost pretty much everything that comes through here, at least 90% of it, and, you know, even though we can only feature so many of those games per week, like I said, we do this every single week, so there's always the next one if you didn't get featured this time. But got a pretty interesting selection of games picked out for us today, so let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and hop right on into those. Okay, and our first submission comes to us from someone whose name I'm unfortunately not able to read, both in client or on the Discord, just because I'm not familiar with. I think this is Korean, but I'm not 100% sure. But thank you very much for your submission here. Did want to take a look at this. I believe it's going to be the top game up here in Rating Duels, no less. Wow. Which is going to be Runick Paleo versus Tenpai. So Runick and Paleo in the same deck. This person, I think it might be safe to say they're a Joshua Schmidt fan. So let's see what we got here. I wanna take a look at the extra deck here real quick. Yeah, I imagine a lot of I guess it'll probably be mostly Paleo stuff and then just the Runick cards, right? I just wondered if there was gonna be something else in the oh, but these are rank 2s. I didn't even think about that to be used with Hugin. I was wondering where the synergies were going to overlap, and I imagine there'll be more overlapping synergies here shortly, but also we get to hear the awesome Rating Duel music. So we're going to start off with the Runick tip. One is going to Ash Blossom us. We're chaining the Smiting Storm, and they have a max C in response. This opponent has a lot of disruption, as noted in the in the notes for this replay here. That's the other thing I forgot to mention up top during the intro. If you want to leave notes, you know, about how the game played out, that's definitely very helpful, or like what deck you played with and against, right? So alright, going for the Hugin here, but opponent has yet another hand trap. It's going to be Infinite Impermanence this time, as we try to search the fountain by pitching the Elemental Burst here. We do still have these Monster Gates, and we are definitely going to go for it. We may be under Max C, but we really need to set up our graveyard here, and this is only going to give our opponent one draw. You know, they'll go up to 4 cards in hand, 5 on their turn, so it's really not that big of a deal. I'm already seeing some pretty great potential to play around the Tenpai deck here. I noticed that we milled both Transaction Rollback as well as D-Barrier, so we could, if nothing else, roll back and then use that on D-Barrier to call Synchros. There's a Karmic Cannon as well, that's pretty good, and Rise to Full Height, although we don't have any monsters on the field right now. We're about to, though, because Monster Gate's gonna find us something here. A lot of mills. Good. Seeing those Paleo cards go to the graveyard. There's Waboku. That's another card that you know, it's funny because you mentioned that this deck has a pretty good matchup against Tenpai, and I definitely see it. And we're also even playing the Lovely Lab, so that way we can reset trap cards. That's actually pretty sick. I've not seen this in a Paleo build before. I don't know if this is like exclusive to Paleo Runick or something, but that's really cool. And they have a Gamma for that as well. Yeah, lots of hand traps from this opponent here. They haven't even like drawn that many off max C, and they still just have like every hand trap in the world here. So looks like we're going to use that rollback on the trap trick, banishing hope for an escape, which we're going to set and then activate here. Should let us draw 2 cards, right? Yeah, because for every 2,000 life point difference between you and your opponent. So we're going to be using, they call level 5, which is actually pretty interesting because it looks like they're trying to hit Junk Collector. I usually call 2 against Paleo, but against this build, I don't know what I would call. 5 is not a bad level to call either, though. Definitely to hit the Junk Collector there. Alright, so there's another Karma Cannon going to the yard, more Runick stuff. I saw Fountain get milled earlier. There goes Grass. We don't need Grass anymore, though. There's another Rollback. That's really good. There's Black Goat Laughs. That's also really good. We're getting down. Look at that. The counter started to appear. We are in single-digit number of cards remaining in our deck. And we do end up finding another lovely Labyrinth of the Silver Castle. Got the big Welcome Lab here. We're going to use that to bounce their Gamma back to their hand. And now we can use the lovely Lab to get a hand rip there. Eating the Harpy's Feather Duster, setting 2, and then passing over to our opponent. The Duster wouldn't really do much here anyway, because all we really have down is the Runick Slumber, and looks like they have Heavy Storm anyway. So, yeah, we can simply chain the Runick Slumber here, and then, yeah, Heavy Storm on the Monster Gate doesn't really matter much here. Going for Jerry of the Runick Fangs, it's a pretty good card to go for here, to add back our Fountain. And then also, if they battle over it, we get to pop one of their cards, so not a bad spot to be in. Hydra's going to come down here, going for the Sangen Summoning. 4 cards left in our deck, and quite a few cards in graveyard there, as you can see. Alright, Genroku's activating. We are going to chain the Black Goat Laughs, calling Genroku. Genroku can still summon itself here, I believe, right? Yeah, but now it can't use the effect to, you know, pull something from the deck here, so. Alright, Bident Dragon coming down here. Bident Dragon effect activating, of course. The Sangen Summoning does also make their dragons unaffected. So we're going to chain D-Barrier via transaction rollback to this and call Synchro. Which, of course, not only stops them from summoning Synchros, but will negate Synchro Monster's effects. Black Goat Laughs, wait, was that Black Goat Laughs? No, that was, Big Welcome. Why would it be Black Goat Laughs? Big Welcome, putting back the Bident Dragon, and then we also get to pop a card that they had set as well. So it was the Sangen Kaiman. Wait, did they set that, or was that in their hand? They said it. Okay, yeah, they said it. So, yeah, wow. Definitely was not exaggerating when you said that this deck is a great Tenpai counter. It seems very, very good in this meta. And of course, because Tenpai always goes second, you always get to, ideally, set up on turn 1 by milling a bunch of cards, right? Via Reasoning, Monster Gate, Grass, a number of things. Setting up the Runick plays now. Going to start shuffling back our Runick spells and getting those draws with the Fountain there. Searching up a couple more of our trap cards that we hadn't milled yet, as well as Thrust. Flipping up D-Barrier during their draw phase. We're going to call Synchro, and then also get to summon the Paleozoic Lincolia here. Starting our just barrage of Paleos. As always as ever, do remember that Paleos are when effects, which means that you can only summon, you know, 1 per chain link, right? You can't just, like, flip up a trap card and then summon, like, all the different Paleos in your graveyard, so. Dynamiscus banishing that Sangen Summoning here. Opponent's got to just set a card before passing back over to us. None of the Sangen Summoning would have done them much good anyway, as they cannot Synchro Summon, so. And we have another D-Barrier face down, and another one on at that, so. We are just hard locking them out of Synchro Summoning for quite literally the remainder of this duel. Like, we can literally afford to just flip up D-Barriers every one of their draw phases from this point moving forward, so. We got Opa Binia, and then we're going to link that off with the Jerry, going for the SP Little Knight. Going to banish their last face down, looks like here. Which ends up being a droplet. Yep, setting the Big Welcome, which isn't really going to do much here, but might as well, right? Once again, we got that D-Barrier during the draw phase, calling Synchro, and looks like that is going to do it. So, yeah, wow. We are definitely seeing how Runick Paleo 1 functions in general, which is very, very cool, because the idea of, like, not only can you search Fountain by, of course, with Hugin, like any other Runick deck would, but we mill a lot, so we could also mill it and then just grab it with the Jerry as well, right? And then on top of that, again, just like all these different plays that we had against Tenpai here, in rating duels, no less. That's how you know that this strategy is proven effective, is that this isn't like Platinum 5. No, this is rating duels. So, hell yeah, good stuff. Thank you very much for your submission. We got a couple more, of course, though. Let's go ahead and see the next one. Okay, our next game comes to us from Mia Mental, who has a game here where they are playing Ragnaraika... Aroma, was it? Aroma Ragnaraika, yep, versus Infernoid. So, pretty eager to see this play out here. I don't think we've seen the new Aroma stuff yet, right? On like, well, I don't play the plant decks because I haven't really bothered to learn them yet. But yeah, the new Aroma Lilith Rosemary. We haven't seen any games with this card yet, so I'm very eager to go ahead and check this out here. I think this Fusion is new too. Maybe one of these synchros. Fusion is, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, let us see what we got here. We're going to lead with the Unexpected Die, which is frankly pretty expected from plant decks, but planting the seed of Loki, the seed that will grow into our entire combo line. Dryas going for the Sunvine Sowing. We do have the Sunseed Twin in hand as well, so we just go ahead and drop that down. Sowing is going to special summon another Loki. I think normally you would summon Twin, right, off of the Sowing, but here we just had it in hand, so... Aroma Seraphine Jasmine coming down. We get to link off one of our Lokis here from their Link 1. It's going to be another copy of Dryas. And get another Link 1 coming from this Loki, which is going to be the Healer. Alright, Sunvine Healer F, going to give us some life points. That'll let our Jasmine add the Ragnaraka Evil Seed. Evil Seed F going to activate here, going for the Samurai Beetle and the Bloom. Samurai Beetle is going to get banished there. Bloom F going to buff our board, of course, and then bring back that Samurai Beetle that just got banished. We can use a Jasmine to sack off our Dryas for Lone Fire Blossom, now linking the Ragnaraka Evil Seed and Samurai Beetle into Ragnaraka's Skeletal Soldier. I kind of regret not picking up plant stuff now that I think about it, because the Ragnarakas look really cool in particular. I'm not opposed to Plant Pile. I know, like I said, I haven't played it, but it's not... I'm like... against it or anything. I just, like I said, I haven't really bothered to learn it yet, you know? Yeah, it's been a while. It's been long enough. So, here's our new Aromage Monster, Aroma Lilith Rosemary. Is going to add the Aroma Blend from deck to hand. Aroma Blend is going to let us place one of our Winds cards. It's going to be Humid Winds, gaining us 500 life points. And then the Jasmine effect will get to add the Aromage Laurel here. So... wait, what effect was that? Hang on, let me see this real quick. It was... okay, so we activated... no, it was this one. Tribute a monster, target card in the field, banish it, and then gain 1,000 life points. So we tributed a Skeleton Soldier and banished our own Bloom, which gained us life points to summon out the Laurel. Okay. And then now we're activating Lone Fire for another Aromage card here. Banishing the Blend. Fusing the plants that are in our yard, I see, for the Magnolia. Pay 1,000, add an Aroma from deck to hand. That's going to be Angelica, which can get discarded here. Give us more life points. That'll proc the Laurel. Treats it as a tuner. I see. Okay, so then we're going for the Synchro Summoning. Banish them. Okay, I see. Oh, is that a mandatory effect? I think that's why that... I was like, wait, why did that activate? Our opponent didn't have any cards in the graveyard. That is a mandatory effect. That's weird. Okay. Alright, going for the sweet Majora Jam here. Or Marjoram, rather. Can you tell I've been playing Majora's Mask for Halloween lately? So, getting our Blessed Winds. Alright, now we're starting to bring back our Ragnaraka stuff. Yeah, I figured that'd probably come back after we tributed it at some point. Setting the Blessed Winds. And then we're even going to draw phase maxi our opponent here. On top of that, we're also going to use the Humid Winds to add yet another Aroma card. This one's going to be Rosalina, which I think is one of the new ones, right? Ooh. Might not have been the best call, as our opponent's going to thrust for grass here. Before that, they're going to use Dark Fusion. We're going to chain to Blessed Winds. I mean, it was still a good call to make that play. We couldn't have known they were going to have the thrust in hand. Alright, they're fusing two of their Infernoids to go for the Infernoid Evil. Evil! So, but it only gets to mill 3. But they have the grass as well, so yeah, now they're just gonna mill, like, everything. Excuse me. OSS got milled, so they're gonna use that effect to put back the Diabell and add Infernoid Decatron from deck to hand. Okay, Rosalina coming down. We get to gain life points, which will proc our... Oh, and then we can start banishing stuff from their graveyard. Oh, that's good. And we get to buff our board, and we get to pop their card. Yeah, they're just chaining this because otherwise their Infernoid will get destroyed anyway. This does not matter at all that our Dryas is getting banished. I guess it might matter for a follow-up turn, potentially. I don't know about that, but... Ah, and then we get to banish 4 of their scariest Infernoids out of the graveyard. Alright, Void Rain... Wait. Reignition. I was like, wait, is that Recognition? No, it's Reignition. Oh, gotta love that dyslexia creeping up. Alright. Grabbing the Diabell Star from the Wanted there. Diabell Star gonna pitch herself to summon herself. Ah, that's right! I forgot they were under Maxi, too. I was just about to say, I don't know if they can do enough with Diabell by itself to come back here, but I forgot about the Maxi as well. Was that Transaction Rollback? That was Transaction Rollback. Wow. And, hang on. What did it copy there? It was... Void Feast. Okay, gotcha. Alright. They did destroy our back row, but it's really not that big of a deal at this point. Ah, linking into Flame Tongue that they link to. Okay, adding back Onochu. But that's the thing, too. I don't think the Infernoid effects to summon themselves are activated, so I think you can actually still summon Onochu. Let me see this real quick. No, this one. Yeah, that's not an activated effect, so... Because Flame Tongue says that you cannot activate cards or effects of cards with its name for the rest of the turn, but Infernoid effects to summon themselves don't activate, so they could summon that Onochu they just added. Alright, we do have the Veiler here against the Prom Princess. It's not bad. God, this is the thing about Infernoid that always scares me when I have to play against this deck, is that it feels like they can just do whatever they want. All they have to do is resolve one of their mill cards, and they're just, like, off to the races. But, speaking of doing whatever we want, we can play just about whatever hand trap we want in this situation, because holy, this hand after Maxi. Alright, there's the Flood getting negated there. They're going to link it off. For Zealantis? No, for... Oh, yeah, for Zealantis. For some reason, I thought Zealantis had a bunch of downward pointing arrows. But we Veiler the Zealantis, so... no using that to reset our monster's attack points. Our board is so big, too, that's the other thing. Our weakest monster has 2,900 attack points. Like, what else can they do at this point? I was a little surprised they didn't go for Access Code Talker, but that wouldn't have saved them either. Maybe they don't play it, I don't know. Yep, there's the Onochu. Proxy F Magician gonna fuse itself with the Onochu. Are they just trying to deck us out now? Because we have 3 cards left. I think they're actually just trying to deck us out with our own Maxi. But I think this is the end of their summons. I don't think they can summon anymore after this SP. Nope. They left us with 2 cards left. They were 2 cards off from decking us out via our Maxi, but not quite enough to get there. They got the Forbidden Droplet. Okay, that doesn't even... We're not even activating the effect of an onboard monster, but sure, why not? Now, I don't think Infernoid has that many graveyard effects, if any, that are, like, really scary during our turn, but... We're just gonna go through our whole gambit of effects that activate when we gain life points here. You know, putting Magnolia at the end, like, it was actually pretty smart. I've done this before where, like, if I have a negated monster effect that's trying to activate anyway on the same chain link as other monster effects that are going to resolve, then putting the negated monster effect at the end of the chain link is a good way of chain blocking, because, of course, that monster's effect is negated anyway, so... Wow. That was good. That was good. Infernoid did all of their scary stuff, but we were still able to stop them with a very impressive turn 1 inboard, followed up by Da Maximum C. So thank you very much, Mia, for that replay. Super duper appreciate it. We do have one more we're going to check out here. Let's finish off with that one. Okay, so our final replay comes to us from Skios, who has a very interesting replay to show off, not even so much for their deck as much their opponents. And if you want to see this deck list in particular, they did post an image of it in the Discord channel. So Ski is just playing Tenpai, but their opponent is on Tenpai, Punk, Mikanko with a hero package. I'm not exaggerating either. Tenpai, Punk, Mikanko with a hero package. So, I'm definitely pretty interested to see what this end board... Well, I know what the end board looks like, because Ski described it, but I won't spoil it. I just want to see how they get there, so... Alright, let's see what we got here. So, they won the coin flip. They're going first. As far as Tenpai hands go, ours is okay. I mean, we have Ash Blossom and Droplet, as well as a bunch of plays here, so... Alright, opponent's going to lead with Sangen summoning. Keep in mind, they opted to go first, so... Not the typical Tenpai deck here. We're going to Ash Blossom their Sangen summoning. Normal summoning Pydra. Pydra F, they're going to add the Sangen Kaimen, which they are then going to activate to add Genroku. I think I already know where this is going. Are they going to make a rank 3? No, they're going to Synchro. Okay. I thought they were going to make a rank 3, like Invoker or something. No, okay, so they're going for Ancient Fairy Dragon as their 7, using Ancient Fairy to special Xayamine, and then the other effect to add Secret Village of the Spellcasters. Ugh! Alright, so from there, Xayamine's going to add the Foxy Tune. Foxy Tune F going to activate to pitch itself, as well as under their Pydra. For Madam Spider adding the Dangerous Gabu. For those who are unfamiliar, Dangerous Gabu is basically imperm. It negates a monster, negates a monster's effects. Then if you control a Punk monster, you gain life points equal to its attack. Okay, here's the Invoker. For the Heroic Challenger... So when I said Mikanko, I guess it was more like generic warrior pile stuff. But, yeah, because here's the Isolde. Isolde F, gonna mill the Aberresque for the Renaud. Renaud F to add back the Aberresque. Here's the Mikanko stuff. Alright, Aberresque. Our opponent's deck is not like 60 cards or anything either. It's like, I think 43? So it's wild they managed to fit this all in one deck. Alright, going for the Hare. Grabbing the Mayawashi Dori. They got the Renaud. Now we're going to link Hare and Isolde for the Hita. Oh, because we Ash Blossomed. Alright, now we're sinking for 8. That's going to be Borlode Savage Dragon. Holy... It's been a hot minute since we've seen Borlode. I guess it's in Dragon Link, to be fair, but... That's the thing, Borlode gets a lot of bad rap for being too generic, but, like, I don't think Borlode is generic at all. It's a very specific type of deck that wants to link summon and then make a level 8 synchro. I got the IP coming down, E-Tele for another Xayamine. Here's the Heroic Call to bring back the Morning Star. Now we're going to link Xayamine and Morningstar into the Vert Anaconda. Here's our pivot into the Hero Engine. We never even used Hita. We never even activated Hita. Wow. And then there's the DPE. Oh, and of course the Secret Village. Oh, that's why we made Hita, because she's a spellcaster. Okay, that makes sense. So, holy, look at that end board. They ended on... Live Secret Village, IP, and it can even link with the Vert Anaconda to make SP while the Secret Village is still up. Borlode Savage for the Omni, as well as a disruption in the form of a pop via the DPE. So, this opponent was cooking. Oh my god, look at that turn 1 combo line. We do have the Droplet here. Oh, but we just conceded. Wait, could we have... Can we not have... Oh, we can't drop because it's a Secret Village, duh. Wow, yeah, no, so we were just dunzo there. It's like, it's so easy to think, like, I think I have this come up with Super Poly too. While Secret Village is up, I'm like, why can't I just Super Poly? It can't be responded to. And it's like, oh, duh, it's a continuous effect. It's not activating. So, yeah, wow, holy. That was a very scary board from the turn 1 opponent there. Thanks for the game, Ski. I appreciate you willing to show off your opponent doing something cool as well. It's always nice to see that in the viewer specials here. But it's nice to see all of you in general. I mean, like I said at the top, could not do this series without you all submitting every week. So thank you for doing so. I really do appreciate you. But that is going to do it for now. This is Hexlex. I'm signing out, and I'm also hoping that you have a fantastic day. Hey everybody, Hexlex here. Just want to give you a huge thanks for watching all the way to the very end of the video. Believe it or not, that is actually one of the best ways that you can support the channel, is by watching the videos in their entirety. But there are many ways in which you can support the channel if you are so interested. The names that you're seeing on screen here, I gotta give an extra special thanks to, because these are people who have chosen to either become a member on YouTube, which if you're interested you can do as well via the join button next to the subscribe button down there, or have signed up over on Patreon and become members there. Link to that is going to be in the description below. Without the support that is being offered by, again, all the people that you're seeing on screen right here, I would not be able to take the time to dedicate to uploading daily YouTube videos. So thank you so very much. But there are also other ways you can support as well. Again, link to the description below. If you like my deck tracker that you'll see in a lot of my videos, the Untapped Companion, you can download that for free, and if you use my affiliate link down there, then that also goes a long way towards supporting the channel. That's, again, free. So is subscribing here on YouTube. That's also free and a huge way to support. You can also check out Twitch, once again linked in the description below. Following and subscribing over there will not only support as well, but also give you notifications of when I go live if you want to catch some of the live streams. But really, no matter how you choose to support, it all adds up, and it all definitely means the world. So thank you, each and every one of you. For now, this is Hexlex. I'm going to be signing out, but more than that, I'm hoping that you have a fantastic day.